today. From Commander's Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
It has been a cold and blustery day in our nation's capital, but we are ready for football at Northwest Stadium just outside Washington, D.C. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To the air goes Daniels. Flushed out right. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defense have to react, and they often slip.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are on the board 1st here this afternoon.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of the game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire 1st quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
Dancing away at the 35. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. A running play, and it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
We got plenty of weather here today. We got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Daniels now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To throw is Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Daniels looking to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd down, Daniels.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Touchdown! Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Still shedding tackles. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Quick slant to Crowder.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Lamb in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And he loses the football a second time.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the... scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert.
45 yards.
And the Cowboys here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry.
Down to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling if the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That sails over the end line.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Second down and 3.
Now Prescott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it's Washington that scooped
Dashing through the snow.
down the right sideline.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Robinson up the middle. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.